A blackout is a form of amnesia in which a person has no memory of what occurred during a period of alcohol abuse. When you black out from abusing alcohol, it affects the functions of the brain pertaining to short-term memory loss.
The hippocampus is the part of the brain where memories are made. So when alcohol reaches the hippocampus, you may have trouble remembering something you just heard, or even worse, have a blackout and not be able to remember what you did last night. If alcohol damages the hippocampus, you may find it hard to learn or remember things in the future.
If your goal is to be the fun person, like, you're no longer the fun person. You know, you're now like the burden that someone has to take care of you, hopefully.
You're gonna wake up in the morning and see a picture of yourself doing something you wish you weren't doing. You're gonna see yourself with your head in the toilet.
Imagine somebody taking advantage of you because you have a blackout.
Alcohol blackouts are dangerous for both boys and girls, but studies show that women are more likely to be taken advantage of and susceptible to injuries when blacked out.
Several factors influence this rate, including gender, age, height, weight, general health, the presence of food in the stomach, the concentration of alcohol in the drink, and prescription or illicit drugs taken by the person.
There are two types of blackouts, fragmented and chunk of time.
A person who experiences a chunk of time blackout doesn't remember a certain amount of time from the night before, but remembers everything that occurred around that time. This memory of what happened around that time are the results of a chunk of time blackout. Fragmented blackout is when a person forgets fragments of the night before.
Crawling.
Like Diva.
Crawl like my dog. Okay, down the stairs. Pull your pants up. Please. Don't choke on your vomit. I don't want you to die. I'm gonna kill you first.
No one wants the sloppy girl. No one wants the sloppy guy. They're the ones that end up in the bathroom together at the end of the night throwing up. There's no pride in having drank 11 beers when your buddy drank 8.
Alcohol acts primarily on the nerve cells within the brain and interferes with communication between nerve cells and all other cells, slowing everything down. And that's why when we drink even a little, we experience the effects of alcohol on our emotions, judgment, balance, memory, speech, and anger levels, just to name a few.
I have another drink. And somewhere between me sipping on that third drink, like halfway through it, all I remember is the straw reaching my lips and me pulling away. And then all of a sudden I woke up and I was in my partner's bed and I'm like, oh my God, what happened? What happened to the time? Why is it 1 o'clock the next day? I have to work in 2 hours. I still feel drunk. I feel sick. I don't know what's wrong. I freaked out.
freshman year, walked down to the common room in just my underwear and proceeded to pee in a trash can in front of all my dorm mates, say hey, have a good night, and casually go back to my room like that was all fine and normal. Had a hard time believing that story for a while. It's not too hard to believe now. Don't drink.
Be safe, be sensible, know your limit.
Trying to piece together the night before can sometimes be a fun little game, but sometimes piecing that puzzle turns out to be a pretty ugly picture.
A lot of people don't realize that they're putting themselves in a lot of danger.
Oh my god, this is embarrassing.
Do you know what time, Joyce, you know what time it is?
No.
Just give a wild guess.
No.
Because I just walked in and you're passed out in my room. Can you just give a wild guess?
No.
Just a little guess.
No.
I mean, right next to that pile of drool on my bed. It's a solid 2:10 in the morning.
I'm Jamie Floyd. This is The Best Defense. A night of drinking between two high school friends ends in tragedy. A 63-year-old man dead, and the teenager he treated like a second son on trial for his murder. Andy Galick says he remembers nothing about the incident because he did shots of tequila until he blacked out.
We, the jury, find the defendant, Andrew Michael Galick, guilty of, and there's a X in the box that designates murder in the second degree.
Alcohol is a drug too.
A lot of regrets, a lot of tears. It's not pretty.
You can drink, you can be fine. You can have a good time, and it's just knowing where that point is.
Think before you drink.